Hey everybody, this your boy She, just coming to you again to bring you another video. It's about an anime called By the Grace of the Gods. Now I know you guys are still waiting for Invincible, and I know you guys are still waiting for Yu Yu Hakusho, but me and your boy Kage, my co-host, we have been dealing with a lot lately. So please bear with us, but we will have new content for those two out for you this weekend. That is our plan. If things change, we will let you know. But as of right now, we are planning to have a new Yu Yu Hakusho video and a new Invincible video out for you this weekend. I did state in my last video that I just posted recently that we are aware of the new Invincible show based off of Eve called Adam Eve. So we will be looking at that, and we will be doing videos on that as well. But if you get if you guys have any stuff you want us to check out, let us know. Please don't hesitate to leave a like. Please don't hesitate to leave a comment. You know, if you have any feedback about the videos, let us know. We can try to get it fixed as much as possible. You know, right now though, we are working with limited since we just started, so we are working with limited resources. So please, if you do have any suggestions for us, please let us know in the comments below. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. So today I'm talking about an anime called By the Grace of the Gods. There's also a manga as well. I'm not sure which one came out first, but I'm pretty sure it was the manga, because 9 times out of 10 manga do come out before the anime. So it's about a guy. His name is Ryoma Takabayashi. He was in his late 30s, early 40s when he was alive, living in our, regular Japan, Tokyo, working. He had a horrible 9-to-5 job, but he had a mom who was always there for him. But within the first episode, we also find out, or in the beginning of the manga, whichever one you want to do, we do find out that his mom passed away before he did. So he started to come home not having his mom there, because he was taking care of his mom. So he was coming home not having his mom there, and that made him feel bad because he was so used to coming home and hearing, he says, "Hello, I'm home," and his mom says, "Hello, son, how was your day?" Greeting him, giving him hugs, kisses, and warmth and love. And if you're wondering where his dad was, his dad is no longer in the picture. His dad, I don't know, I can't remember if his dad left or if his dad died. I'm not sure, but I do know his dad was an abusive drunk who abused him and his mom. So either whether his dad died or his dad just left, I do know after that point his dad was no longer in the picture. It was just him and his mom. And that's when, like I said, every time he got off work, his mom would come home, and when he came home, his mom would say, "Hey son, how was your day?" She would have his bath ready, she had dinner ready. He just felt good. He had a family member coming home to. And after his mom died, it was just him. So he would come home after 3 to 4 days of working, knowing since his mom wasn't there and his company didn't care whether his mom died or not. It was a blacklist company, so they just worked the employees to death, literally, because that's how he died. He came home one day, and he was sad about missing his mom and everything else, and about having any family, and he ends up falling asleep. Now, when he falls asleep, he ends up hitting his head, and it causes trauma. And he ends up bleeding internally inside of his brain, and he ends up dying that way. And now he's been resurrected after that point, and he meets 3 gods. I can't remember. I do remember one is called Gain and one is Lulutina. I cannot remember the other one, but Lulutina is the goddess of love. Gain is the god of creation, and then you had I think his name is Khalifa or something like that, or Khulufa. I can't remember his name. I know it begins with a K, but he was the god of life. And so they basically told him, we're not sending you to this new world for you to fight a demon king. You have no other purpose but to enjoy your life the way you want it, the way you feel like you deserved it. So they basically reincarnated him into the body of a little boy. I think he was 6 when he first got reincarnated, 5 or 6, one of those ages. He was really young, basically, when he got reincarnated. But he kept all of his memories from his past life. That's the one they let him keep. And they also gave him a book that basically helped him to understand the common knowledge of the world he was in. So from that point on, he basically lived his life in solitude, and he became a tamer by taming hundreds and hundreds of slimes. And by him also being blessed by the gods, he also had a very high extensive magic level. And like I said, don't expect to see, a demon king or anything like this in this manga or this anime, because it's not like that. Think of it like a slice of life, with mixed with the isekai. So it's just basically a guy just trying to live his everyday life as an adventurer, as a child. He's just trying to live his life as a child in this new world. Basically, you're going to have fight scenes, but it's nothing major. Don't expect to go. Like I was trying to say, don't expect to go into this anime or manga expecting to see stuff like Dragon Ball Z or Black Clover or One Piece or any of these Shonen Jump mangas that we know of. Don't expect to see full-on battles like that, because that's not what you're going to get. Like I said, it's a slice of life anime, so if this slice of life is not your cup of tea, I wouldn't recommend it for you. But if you love slice of life mixed with your magical fantasy everyday stuff, regular everyday isekai stuff, it's the perfect anime for you. So anyway, he is basically living in this world by himself after taming slimes after about 3 years after he was reincarnated. And basically he's basically become a monk, because every day he prayed to these gods, he talked to them, and they basically were his family, until later on down the line he meets a duke and his guards in the forest that he's living in. And during this time, one of the guards is hurt. Ryoma basically helps him, and from there he basically forms a familiar relationship with, now not familiar as in witch and cat or dog or bird or whatever you want to say, but familiar as in family ties. He basically forms a bond with them, and they become basically his new family there, because he has no family. He was reincarnated, his body was made anew, he was not born in the traditional sense. His body was literally created by Gain, the god of creation, at the age of, I want to say, somewhere between 5 and 6. I can't remember exact age, but I do know he was between the ages of 5 and 6, and God created his body exactly at that point. So he did not start off as an infant. He did not start off knowing parents. He did not have parents come into that world. So they basically became his new family. And now, throughout this whole time, he's still a kid. He opens up a business, which is a laundry business, which he used which he used the slimes to help. Now, you would think, a slime cleaning my laundry? That's not going to cut it, because it's a slime. You don't want no slime cleaning your laundry. But the thing about these slimes, they are different variants of slime. So don't expect it to just be slimy. Picture it like a little ball of jello. Like if you've seen That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, it's pretty much like that, except without the face. And it's most of the slimes are clear. And you can see a core in the middle of each slime, like a core about this big, no bigger than this. And like a ping pong ball size. And each slime is variant. So you have a sticky slime, you have a steel slime, you have bloody slimes, you have cleaner slimes, healer slimes, you have I'm calling excrement slimes, because I can't exactly remember the actual term they used for them, but they're pretty much slimes who clean up mostly toxic stuff, so like poop, pee, and stuff like that. You have cleaner slimes. So he has these very different types of slimes. So he decided to open up a laundromat, and the laundromat boomed, because most of the time when you see an isekai, they're mostly living like in the early, like, I want to say before steampunk era, so pretty much like medieval times era, so pretty much like the early 1400s, pretty much before steampunk power really took off. So during those times, pretty much everybody were washing stuff by hand and stuff like that, and using a washboard and soap. But with this cleaning service, it helped out the town a lot. And now there are 2 seasons of this, so we'll have a lot to watch if you decide to watch the anime. But anyway, so he starts his business. It's booming, and everyone loves it. I mean, the adventurers too, because in that world, the most hardest thing to get out of clothes is goblin blood or goblin stink. Anything dealing with a goblin, any bodily fluids whatsoever, they all smell horrid. Worse than poop, worse than trash, all of that combined. And his slimes are actually able to, well, they clean it, but they clean it by eating the dirt and everything else from it. So the object pretty much comes out like it's brand spanking new. So like, say, take a blanket. If you had a blanket that had blood, coffee, dog pee, and a whole bunch of other stuff on it, so whatever, just random stains or whatever from regular household stuff, his slimes will literally clean it to the point as if you just freshly bought it from a store. Now, don't expect to have a floral scent, because I don't know. They never stated it in the anime, but that's what his slimes do. And these slimes are not just, for cleaning. They do help him with battle, because he is an adventurer. He was hired by the Duke and his family to take care of certain things, which you will see in the anime. And you will also see they don't have an actual power structure, so don't expect, oh, who's more powerful than who. I mean, you kind of can say that because they do have, like every other isekai that's out there now, when it comes to video games and showing their power levels and stuff, everyone has a status window. So he does have a status window or slab or stone, which will show how much magic power he has and how much his stats are based off of numerical numbers, based off of numbers to show how high they are, which will tell you, okay, he's this strong, he's stronger than the average adventurer, blah blah blah. Now you do have that, yes, but when it comes to just straight out like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or who can win against who, it's not that type of anime. So please don't go into looking at this anime thinking, oh, this anime is going, I wonder if Ryoma's powerful than this person or this person's more powerful than that person. It's not that type of anime. They're not going to have fights like that. So please, guys, don't go into this anime thinking that's what you're going to see, because that's not what this anime is about. Like I said, it's a slice of life anime, and it's mixed with isekai, your standard isekai, except there's no demon kings to fight. It's just a guy living his everyday life, being reborn in this new world, trying to enjoy his life because he had a shitty life beforehand. Now, and excuse me for saying that word for any kids watching this video. But overall, it's a very good anime. I do recommend it. The slimes are adorable. Like, if you look them up, it's like I said, it's called By the Grace of the Gods. You look it up, you will see how cute these slimes are. Like, they're freaking adorable. If you've seen another one, I can't remember the name of it. I will be doing this one too. It's about a guy who got reincarnated, and he's not a hero or anything else like that, but he cannot go back to his own world. But he has an online grocery store, and he gets a familiar. Now, this is in the term of which he was used as witch or wizards and stuff like that, those types of familiars. A Fenrir is his familiar, and he gets a slime and he gets a dragon. That's as far as I know, because I am reading it as well besides watching it, because they just recently brought out the anime on Crunchyroll. But anyway, he has an adorable slime on there named Sui. Sui's just adorable. The only difference between Sui and the slimes from By the Grace of the Gods is Sui has a bit of a face, while these slimes don't. Like I said, they kind of do, but they kind of don't, because the core that mixes the slime, especially if it's clear, you'll be able to see it. It has a simulacrum on it. If you don't know what that is, that's basically where you see three distinctive points, which makes it look like a face. And so each slime kind of looks like they have a face because of the simulacrum on their core, but they don't technically have a face. They're just faceless, but mostly. So, but they are adorable. They are really cute. And Ryoma, I don't know, I don't want to say this is like a love interest, because technically he is technically still a child inside the anime, but he does have, I would consider her like basically his best friend at the moment. And I can't say if they do continue to go into the point where they do get older, she might be a love interest. But as of right now, she's pretty much his best friend. But it's the Duke's daughter, and she wants him to succeed just as much as her family wants Ryoma to succeed just as much as her family does, and they just want to see him thrive and, live a good life, because he did in his previous life, he had a very hard life. Like I said, his dad abused him, and I didn't mean just like verbally. No, his dad physically abused him, beat him with bottles, pushed him down steps, punched him, kicked him, really jacked up stuff for a parent to do to their child. But he survived through that, and him and his mom came out on the side even better. Now, they did not look at the world as, oh, it's terrible and stuff like that. They looked at it as, this thing's can only get better for us from this point. Now, granted, things did not get better for them. It starts off very sad, because he did live a sad life up until the point where his mom died and he died a few months to a year or so later. But he does end up having a better life in his second life that these gods give him, and he is loving it. He is over ecstatic, because he's never had, once his mom died, he didn't feel that warmth of coming home. It just felt so cold and lonely. He didn't have that warmth of coming home, and his mom and someone walking him home and asking him how his day went and stuff like that. But when he got to this other world, he experienced that. He made friends and he made a family all on his own. And they love him for him, and he's just ecstatic because he had to be in a cold, he was in a cold demeanor. He was always just by himself, down in the dumps, feeling dread. Like, it was so bad because the company worked him so much and he was so sad by his home life. He literally had not just regular bags, these were black bags, all right here that you can clearly see, plain as day, like clear. And he got to live the second life he always wanted. So this anime and the manga is based off of a guy about basically living a happier life. It is a slice of life. Again, I'm reiterating this, so do not expect to go in seeing Shonen Jump manga anime fights. It is not that type of anime. It has little action here and there, but like I said, don't go in this anime expecting to see Shonen Jump. This is not Dragon Ball Z, not One Piece, not Bleach. It's not those types of animes. It is a regular slice of life isekai type of anime. So please don't go in expecting that. But I do believe for the ones who will like it, you will definitely enjoy it. It's definitely an anime I will recommend. So definitely please give it a check out. I will be doing more videos on this coming up soon. I'm not sure when, but I will be having some stuff soon. Now will let you guys know. I'm not 100% sure. I will let you guys know this weekend if I'll be taking hiatus from this because I do have a medical issue I have to take care of. I don't know when this will be fully taken care of and everything else like that, but I will let you guys know when I'll be going on my hiatus. And most of the time when I do go on my hiatus, you will just be getting videos from my fellow co-host / brother Kage. He'll be the one giving you all the stuff you need to know for any animes and stuff like that. He'll be running the channel and by himself until I come back in during that time. But until then, I will be trying to post as many videos as I can. Again, we will try to get on a set schedule, so please bear with us on that. But other than that, please guys, like, subscribe, follow, leave any comments at the bottom to let us know what you think. And thank you again. We love you guys. You are everything for this channel. Please help us get bigger because we need you guys. We cannot do this without you guys. You are our everything. You help us with our channel. So please give us any feedback, whether it be good news, bad news, and with no feedback. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It will help us improve our channel. So please don't hesitate to let us know how we can help improve this channel for you guys. But again, like, subscribe, and follow. And thank you. You guys enjoy your day. Peace out.